Hello and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be talking about some school-themed books for back to school. I have these two books to talk about today. They were definitely very different, and I have very different feelings about these two books. Let's start off with this one. So this one, in a word, bizarre. It's definitely, if you have someone who likes to read books, it definitely is probably geared toward second or third graders. Some of the references and jokes are definitely could go above their head, so it might be a good read to read together if you have a kid that age who might be interested in kind of a little bit like funny, definitely humorous with, Black Lagoon is kind of like I guess the teacher is an alligator. It was a little confusing at the end. I don't know if it was like a dream or what. I did not understand the ending, and the whole book, the vibe for me was it's so bad it's good kind of deal. I definitely will try another Black Lagoon adventure book because it definitely was good enough that I'll read another one, but it was, as I said, bizarre. But yeah, if you're someone who likes kind of weird books and little funny books, and the pictures are definitely kind of cool and really funny, and there's like some puns in it if you're into that kind of stuff, and like some dad jokes. But yeah, I definitely would recommend it to younger readers, and definitely if you're someone who has a younger reader who you want to read it with, a couple things might go over their head. Just the references are stuff that are funny to adults, but some kids might not get the jokes. Nothing like bad or anything, just more like some historical or references to words that are bigger and might not be in a second to third grader's frame of reference. Overall, I would rate this probably 3 out of 5 stars. But again, I do want to try at least 1 or 2 more books out of the series because it definitely had the makings of something good. It just it missed the mark in execution for me. But it is the first one, so first is the worst for me with books. So that one. So the second book I read for back to school season themed books is the Dragon Slayer Academy, The New Kid in School. This one I found at a used bookstore, and it just looked cool. I'd never heard anyone talk about it. I didn't know anything about it at the time, but it just looked cool. And I'm glad I picked it up because this is definitely potential for book of the month this month. I would be surprised if anything beat it out. It was funny at times. It had good messaging. It was not necessarily predictable. It didn't go exactly the route I thought it was going to go. And the twist that I thought it was leading up to was not the twist that happened at the end. No huge twists. It's no Goosebumps book or anything. There's not a huge twist or anything. But it's just like kind of a nice book. Sweet. Definitely something a lot of people can relate to. Especially people who were kind of an underdog. People who were very kind. Didn't always like to do it didn't like to take the low road, like to take the high. People who like to take the high road definitely could enjoy this book. I would recommend this. This is another young reader's book. I would recommend this to maybe like a 3rd or 4th grader, for sure. Maybe a 2nd grader, and really, really good. very similar level to like a Magic Tree House. Actually, the person who wrote Magic Tree House, Mary Pope Osborne, has a little blurb on the back. It says, he's a young hero who could well be Harry Potter's little brother. So yeah, this is about kind of a boy who doesn't seem like he would be a dragon slayer, and he goes to this dragon slayer academy, and you'll have to see how it ends. It's very fascinating, and the characters are actually really cool. And one of my favorite parts about this book is it's got a little kind of yearbook in the back that gives you some information about characters, and kind of as if it was a yearbook. And it's really cool, and I definitely recommend not skipping that part of the book. Overall, I was glad I read both these books, but this one was definitely a 3 out of 5 stars, and this one for sure was a 5+ out of 5 stars. And I don't usually give that high rating to young reader books because a lot of them are kind of silly. But this one definitely, even in my 20s, I found heartwarming and interesting and kind of funny. So definitely check out this book for sure. And if this book sounds like it might be something you're interested in, and you don't mind the nitpicks I had with it, definitely check this one out too. This is the Black Lagoon Adventure, the class trick from Black Lagoon. So like and subscribe, and let me know what books you're reading yourself this back to school season. Thanks for coming to my channel.